tears every time out, and that's why he carries that Focus Pro Championship.
It's Rick Paladino.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Focus Pro Wrestling all the way up main event is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Focus Pro Wrestling Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left. He is accompanied to the ring by his manager, former WWF Hall of Famer, Sidney Bacabella. And
Oh, here we go.
And I represent the next Focus Pro champion. Back it up, ex-champ, because you are lucky this evening to rub shoulders with greatness. These people do not believe in you. Nobody's chanting money. No one. And in 8 to 10 minutes, when you are laying on your back, no longer the champion, this man, Mel Phillips, will say, the new Focus Pro champion is the epitome of masculinity, the proprietor of the pile driver, the double measure of wrestling pleasure, the personification of physical perfection, the throwback thoroughbred, the king of sting, the count of Monte Fisco. He's every woman's pet and every man's threat, the gold standard of Focus Pro. He is the top attraction in the territory. He is simply the best. His name is world class. Shooting Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Former WWF Hall of Famer. Now please, let Sexy Rich finish this.
Shooting Thomas. World class. Shooting Thomas.
He's gonna pop a blood vessel if he keeps reminding us who his client is.
Well,
And his opponent to my right, from Mill City, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending Focus Pro Wrestling Champion, the main shooter, Ariez.
With the formalities out of the way, as it's infamously put, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, it's our favorite part of the show. It's main event time, and it's time to get it on.
like we said, ladies and gentlemen, it's the reason that we are all here on the cusp of history. What an event it has been thus far, but we have reached the crescendo right here, no pun intended, as our champion Monty Ariez prepares for his biggest challenge to date. World-class chanting Thomas. I can't wait. Let's get it on.
Look at that, Monty with the battle cry, loud and proud, is our champion.
Show of sportsmanship here by the champion. Let's see if world class will oblige. Highly unlikely. He's brash, he's arrogant, he's cocky. But like we said, with all the accolades, oh, come on. But hey, you can like or not like all of those attributes. He has definitely earned the right to be as cocky and arrogant as he wants to be with all of the accomplishments under his belt.
You talked about how many places he just walks into and wins championships. Of course, also here on IWTV, he holds the Limitless Wrestling World Championship that he will defend at the Vacation Land Cup. He's also taken a trip to the Great White North and won championships for Alpha One. So his ego is absolutely through the roof, and it would be even bigger if he wins the Focus Pro Championship.
Like we said, you can check them off. The countries, the tournaments, the titles, the championships.
Here, I'll do that. Germany, Canada, England, the Scenic City Invitational, the Super 8 Tournament. Channing Thomas is one of the most decorated participants in all of independent wrestling. That's why Sidney Bacabella clings himself to world class. But Monty Ariez is homebred. This guy right here grew up 30 minutes away. These are his people. This is his house. That's his ring and his championship.
Absolutely nothing was handed to Monty Ariez here in Focus Pro. We watched him earn it every step of the way. Battle after battle, fight after fight. But Channing Thomas now just making it look easy. But if you think you can step into that ring and take the champ lightly, you got another thing coming. Ask TJ Crawford, ask Big Boofa, ask Bear Bronson, ask Big Bacon.
But you know what? I gotta bring up this point, right? Channing Thomas obviously has Sidney Bacabella, but you know who's trained Channing Thomas from the early points of his career? Conspicuous by his absence here tonight, Bo Douglas. Bo Douglas, who sits at this table show after show and has watched the growth of Monty Ariez. And I can only imagine what extra little pointers he might have given to his prized pupil, Channing Thomas. But it's not gonna matter here as Monty Ariez just throws that strength with the shoulder tackle.
Yes, sir, Monty Ariez sending world class hard to the mat. And they're loving it here in the Great American Beer Hall.
I'm sure Bo Douglas is watching this matchup right now on IWTV, as are the great wrestle fans all around the world, including those right here in Medford, Massachusetts, at the culmination of all the way up. And Sidney Bacabella imparting words of wisdom to his main man. Wants that bag to be a whole lot heavier by the end of tonight, both in terms of cash and gold. But if anybody's money, it's the man wearing the green.
What a story. Monty Ariez' rise to greatness here in Focus Pro has been.
I mean, won that open shot contract, literally became Monty in the bank and cashed in hard against Tyree Taylor to become the champion. And for 220 plus days, that man right there has taken on any and all comers. But Channing Thomas, like you've mentioned, may put that title reign in the most jeopardy it's been in. And Sidney Bacabella, look at, he's got his hands up, ensuring that he is not getting involved in this contest. This is one-on-one right now. But how long will that last?
Look at that, beautifully executed, and hangs on. Does the shooter.
That suplex neckbreaker into a Falcon Arrow body slam. Monty Ariez just pulls so many unique, dare I say, cool maneuvers. That's what you get when you train under Bud Brown at the Next Gen Wrestling Center out in New Hampshire, along with his tag partner, Kid V. They're constantly in the lab, cooking up strategies to take on the very best. That Focus Pro continues to keep lining up in Monty Ariez' way throughout this reign.
I can remember all those years ago, the trainers at Next Gen, Bud and everyone else, talking about how great this young kid, Monty Ariez, is going to be, and it is being proven right now. Hear it all the way up.
But here's the thing, not just trainers or not just managers sing the praises of Channing Thomas. The entire world does when you talk about world class. And if Monty Ariez isn't careful, all that world-class training is going to come crashing down. But clearly not going to go across the chest. Back elbow to the jaw of Channing Thomas. It comes off with a missile drop kick.
Right on the money. Hang on. Nope. Ariez was hoping for a faster count right there. Willing the Focus Pro faithful behind him in this contest, sending the energy his way. Thomas now draped on that second rope.
Look at Monty dishing out punishment right in front of the former WWF Hall of Famer.
Bacabella now. It was only a matter of time before he got involved.
I mean, hey, Monty brought the action close and he was just trying to keep a close eye on things.
Oh my God!
And Sidney certainly has an eye for talent, not just in world-class Channing Thomas, but fun fact, that dude introduced the Briscoes to Vince McMahon. So clearly he knows what he's talking about, and Channing Thomas is producing everything that he is claimed to be.
Well, the anti-air attack of Channing Thomas just shut the whole momentum of Monty Ariez right on down. Brutal dropkick takes Monty right out of the sky.
Monty Ariez is a hybrid athlete. He can hit you hard, but he can fly with the best of them. This guy can change it up on the fly. But Channing Thomas, this guy right here, truly is a wrestler's wrestler. He can counter any style because that's just how it is when you're world class.
Top-notch ring awareness, perfect footwork, no wasted motion. No.
And Drew, I want you to keep an eye on how much damage Channing Thomas is going to inflict on the neck of Monty Ariez. He's going to soften that up as much as he can because you heard Sidney Bacabella. He is the pariah of the pile driver. And he's going to drop you on your neck and he's going to put you out if it means he's going to get home with the championship.
Promotions over the years, over the decades have banned that move, and for good reason.
Hell, it was banned in the Memphis territory for most of the 90s and 80s. But here in 2025, it's all legal, and so is the beating that Channing Thomas is putting on Monty Ariez. Sidney Bacabella clearly not happy with our officials' count there, believes that this should just be well and done.
GK, top shelf referee, right on the money with that one. And listen to that crowd.
He has earned this ovation through all that he has put into this company, into becoming its champion for the people, by the people. But Channing Thomas doesn't care about the people. All he cares about is picking up the victory as he goes into the cover, hooks the leg deep.
And you hit it right on the head right there. Monty Ariez does this for the people. And without the energy of the Focus Pro faithful, Monty Ariez may not have that title around his waist.
And look at, like I talked about, not only does he have this modified camel clutch on, but that knee placement, I talked about it in one of our other matches, that is so important when it comes to that technical wrestling, when you're applying that extra pressure. And look at that, he is torquing the neck. That pile driver is definitely going to have massive effects if it lands. But, I mean, we may not even get to a pile driver if Monty Ariez taps out or passes out.
Well, I was just about to say, Monty could tap right now. He is in a world of pain, digging down deep now.
A world-class pain, if you will. But Monty Ariez looking to bring the pain himself. And look at a crippled Channing Thomas's chances with a crossface. We talked about how Channing Thomas likes to break necks. Monty Ariez trying to snap Channing Thomas like a twig.
Great strategy there by Monty, just snatching Channing Thomas right down to the mat. You could see Channing was not ready for that.
But look how smart Channing Thomas was to make sure that his arm was no longer in play for that submission as Monty Ariez sits it back. But look at that roll-up. Channing Thomas making sure that his arm will still be intact to execute the pile driver. If Monty Ariez took that out, who knows if Channing could even hook it in right.
Knew right where he was. Like we talked about, that ring awareness of Channing Thomas, knows where he is at all times. Definitely favor in that left arm.
But you don't become the top attraction in the territory by feeling the ouchies. What you do is you just keep things the way you do them. You make them wrestle the way you wrestle. And Channing Thomas is a master class in that.
Making Monty Ariez wrestle his speed, keeping it at his pace. But you can see now, Focus Pro Faithful starting to get into the head of Channing Thomas.
Monty just taking the licking and showing that he's gonna keep on ticking. Just taking yet another stiff chop. That's finger licking good.
Oh boy. Channing Thomas has woken the beast.
And now he's rocking and he's rolling. He's popping and he's dropping Channing Thomas.
And the champ is feeling it now, new lease on life. And he's got Channing Thomas in the corner. Big elbow.
He's showing up. He's showing out like he always does. Pulls him up. Alley-oop into the power bomb.
No.
Normally that gets you a couple points, but it's not going to get you the free count. This ain't basketball. This is professional wrestling. And this is for the Focus Pro Wrestling Championship in our main event of All the Way Up on an absolutely stacked night of action. Both men back to their feet now. Monty from behind.
Setting him up for the crescendo. And if he hits that, it could be it. That's his bread and butter.
He's going to have Channing Thomas singing a different tune if he can connect.
Thomas wisely dropping it. Hold on. Up and over.
Channing Thomas, the professional, studied his tape, but Monty Ariez is able to go through and around. And now Monty has it hooked yet again. Oh, crescendo!
No.
He just couldn't find the frequency to get the three. Channing Thomas somehow keeping this musical piece alive.
Wow. Getting into the nitty-gritty of this main event here, folks. Not sure if it's worth noting. We can see that the tape has come loose from Channing Thomas's right wrist.
I mean,
Not sure.
that's how hard these guys are fighting. You know, it doesn't matter. They're scrapping, they're clawing to be the very best in Focus Pro Wrestling in the entire world. And Monty now up top.
Bacabella up on the apron now. GK, get him out of here. Or get him down from there, I should say.
Well, he didn't do anything.
Too close for comfort. Hang on, roll up.
Small package!
Thomas now. Ariez with the reversal, gets the suplex.
These are the championship minutes between these two athletes. Fisherman suplex into the bridge.
2 3/4.
Channing Thomas really thought that he had that hook cinched in enough to keep Monty down, but it's not enough to procure himself another championship for his trophy case. He'd love to take that championship everywhere he's been going, be the face of Focus Pro Wrestling. I mean, don't tell Diego Alvarez that.
Well, it looks like he is one pile driver away from doing just that. Are we watching Monty Ariez' championship reign come to an end?
He's been preparing for it all match long for this moment, but Monty Ariez clearly knew it was coming. Doing what he can to get out of it, and now this is just going to break down into a hockey fight, methinks.
Ariez getting the better of this exchange, though, with a series of forearms.
You don't want to get into a strike battle with the straight shooter.
Once again, up and over goes the challenger.
Once again, went for the pile driver, but Monty able to flip him over. Went for a stomp, But Channing able to move out of the way.
Oh no!
They couldn't get out of the way.
And it was GK Durand was the victim of that drop top. Oh no! Look at the look on Bacabella's face. He loves this. He's seeing an opportunity here. No referee.
And now Channing Thomas gonna take advantage of the moment. No, Monty throws him off again.
Going up.
Big splash off the top.
1, 2, 3. That's it.
And this is why Sidney had that big shiz-eating grin on his face, because if there's no official, his guy can't lose.
Monty Ariez going for the drop top on Channing Thomas in the corner. Thomas out of the way, and it was GK Durand who ate it, and he is out right now.
And now he's just trying to wake GK up, because hey, he just had Channing down for what, 2 different 3 counts? He would have been champion 3 more times by now.
By all accounts, the champion should have retained. We got Monty waiting in the wings.
And now that GK's down in the corner, he's lining up that. I thought he was going to line up the drop top.
Hey.
But Sidney Bacabella, the former WWE Hall of Famer, playing human shield.
No! Thomas got the belt and he just blasted the champ with it.
Solid steel weapon right to the back of the head. And that's going to beautifully set up the pile driver. And now it's Sidney waking up GK.
No, 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 no.
You've got to be kidding me. This has got to be a hoax. It's still not over! Sidney can't believe it. Channing can't believe it. I can't believe it. The world can't believe it. And now, I can't believe that Sidney is helping Channing put the boots to the champ right now.
That Focus Pro Championship means more to Monty Ariez than anything in this world. And the pile driver of Channing Thomas was not enough to do the job.
Not just a pile driver, but the belt shot to the back of the head, preceding the pile driver, as if Monty hasn't taken enough hits to that neck alone, and now lining up the belt again. Oh, that was close. Drop top.
And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Bacabella face to face with Monty Ariez with no one to save him.
There is rage behind that stare right now, and Sidney just threw a row shot. Bald! 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 Ariez! And Sidney takes great offense.
Bacabella hard to the mat, and they're loving it here in the Great American Beer Hall. And just drops him right on top of Sidney Bacabella.
Dumping the world trash, and now back up, back down, splash! Cover!
GK's coming too. Monty's still the champ.
Here's your winner and still Focus Pro Wrestling Champion,
You cannot discover what's already been found. And when you go looking, you find a diamond in the rough. And Focus Pro Wrestling has found its diamond, its jewel, its champion, and still, yes